It's the middle of the night, and I'm using a book light for lighting. How much more unattractive can I get? If everyone's following their highest excitement, right? And they're like, fuck my day job, and I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, and I'm gonna use Patreon, and I'm gonna and I'm gonna do YouTube, and I'm gonna do fucking Instagram, and and they're all of us are basically each these millions and millions of us following our bliss and going into the cabins and meditating and discovering our independent spirit. And now we just have like millions of people basically now, instead of doing a 9 to 5, just doing the same fucking thing. And I don't want to I don't want to be like, my money will be spent on supporting millions of people at $1 a month on fucking Patreon. Like, what are we doing? I mean, I have this grief where, I was just fucking around having fun on on Instagram. Like, I'd never painted before. I've done other types of art, but that was really fun to me to do these paintings, and I think they're fun. And I, on the one hand, don't really care what people think. Some people really, they're like, oh wow, that looks really professional and amazing, and some people have bought some of them, and some of them people are like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I don't know, I'm just having fun. And it's fun to have somewhere to put it. But then, it's like, I would like to sell some of them, and like find fun ways to monetize it, and like, oh, Etsy's fun, and but it takes time to, I guess, build interest, right? And it's like, oh, I guess I should professionalize, and I guess I should get the Patreon and do this and then that, and then it's like, like I only have like 250 followers, and then there's like this grief and this sad, like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? If I'm following my highest excitement, I'm just like enjoying myself, and nobody's looking at it, and there's no money coming in, and I can't pay any of my bills, and I quit my job, or I don't have a job, and I'm unemployed, and but that doesn't feel like my highest excitement. And then it makes me feel like, oh fuck, then all this spiritual work or whatever I'm doing it's not working. But then if your goal is money, that's not the fucking point of this. It's for our highest growth and expansion. And as Paul Selig would say, like, the universal guy, source, all that is, like, the truth doesn't necessarily care whether or not, like, you get a date, right, or you get the house on the hill, or even, I guess, a house. I don't know. That's not true though, because I think also all of my needs are met in the here and now. Like, all is well and I am safe. Like, those are birthrights, right? Joy is a birthright. It's very confusing to me. So, I'm in this work with you all, but I swear to God, like, I was thinking of the person who's like, like, okay, I'm like, oh, I've only had my account, like my YouTube account. I mean, fuck. Well, yeah, my YouTube account's very new, but like the Instagram where I just like post. At one point, I was just posting, one piece of art a day, and I wasn't really. It felt really overwhelming to stage it, and I was like, and I mostly paint on flat surfaces. Like, well, fuck, that isn't everything a flat surface? Like a piece of paper versus a canvas. So I'd like stick it up on a wall and take a photo of it on a wall. It's like, it took me a while before I realized, oh, I could like hold it up like this, like, oh my God. Anyway, it whatever. I think it took a while before things became a little bit easier, but yeah, I was like, oh, but I've only had it, actually, I think I will have had it for 2 years in early 2023. We're in mid 2022, so I've had it for a year and a half. But then there are people like, oh my God, I've I've grown my account to 20,000 followers. And I've only had my Instagram account for 6 months. Or my YouTube account for 6 months. And this is how I did it. And please pay $5.99.99 for my masterclass. Oh my God. I swear to God, another video that's like, oh my God, Etsy's so fun. Like, I can just design t-shirts for a living and I make so much money. This is how you can do it too. Click this link below and just pay me $100 and you will get all my tips and tricks that aren't in this free video, but check out the free video. Oh my God. But oh my God, we have this amazing fucking holy shit newsletter. You have to join. Let me collect your email so that you will then become my client and I can get you in my funnel and you can get all my fucking information. Like, it feels so fucking disgusting and gross. It's all for money. But that's the thing. It's like, okay. And it's really, and I have to admit this to myself. It's really frustrating how, it's like I've been certified in this beautiful soul work. Oh my fucking goodness, that uses the access point of, because we need an access point in, like, what are you feeling? What do you really want in your fucking life? You know what I mean? And none of us know. We don't know, and that's good. We don't know what we want. We don't need to know what we want, because when we're guided by something higher than what the little fucking self wants, right? And your dreams are your soul speaking to you, and they're kind of they're metaphors, man. Actually, that's Billboard. You dream in metaphors, man. Oh, but yeah, I've learned how to sort of untangle that, and it is so nurturing. It is so rich. And guess what? There's this whole, I had no idea the tradition behind, not just, not just, sorry, that sounds so dismissive. There's thousands of years of tradition that's indigenous with dream work and communicating through the dream time, but then there's also this tradition that's academic, believe it or not, that understands deep imagination and creativity, and dream is an access point to that. And yeah, so, and it's like, well, how are people gonna know about what the fuck I'm doing if I don't have followers, right? And so I want to do things that attract people. But if what's attracting people aren't the right people who want this work, then how do I get clients in the first place? Well, okay, if I'm psychic and intuitive, then don't I just manifest the people? But it's just this weird, it feels like a catch-22. Like, I'm following my highest excitement. And I'm listening to what doors need to open and what direction to go in, and then I'm like doing the work. Sorry, as I'm hiccuping, Jesus. And then I'm right, and then and I'm like, wow, after like a year and a half of just definitely a struggle. But then, as people say, if the outcome isn't what you prefer, then what would you need to believe in order for this to happen? It's like, oh, I guess because I still don't fundamentally believe. I still believe the old shift, fucking hell, the old paradigm of you can't really, it's not much effort. It's joyful, and you just follow your highest excitement, and the money follows. You trust and have faith and take leaps, and everything's okay. I have done that many times, and things work out, but they've been at a level of suffering, and a lot of people have had to support me, and I've had to beg for money. And it's I wasn't taken care of. So I guess there's I think underneath it is this, I guess, still maybe a fundamental belief, so that I can't do that and actually be financially abundant. So then it's Byron Katie's, right, the work, you go below that until you find the core belief. Oh God, I feel that I'm just fundamentally not enough and unworthy of receiving. And until you clear that, then you'll still keep repeating the patterns, or you shift the agreement. You do it more aggressively, no, I may follow, I follow my highest excitement and the money follows. And you just repeat that 108 times. That's the sort of mystical, magical, that's the mala, like every bead on a mala necklace. You say that mantra. I am, sorry, I follow my highest excitement and the money falls. I follow my highest excitement and the money falls. I follow my, I'm always, what's the Bob Proctor thing? I'm one with the infinite riches of my subconscious mind. Or I mean, money comes to me easily from multiple sources on an increasing basis, increasing quantities on a continuous basis, whatever the hell that thing is, the Bob Proctor thing. You say it over and over, and it's kind of like you're like rewriting your brain. But this is all working from a paradigm that's dying right now. That's the thing. I'm sure everyone can feel the death rattle of not just say capitalism, but just how things have been working on. It's beyond capitalism. It's more how using fear as a way to generate money and how to prey upon people. Like, I noticed that, like, I love taking photos of nature. It really brings me joy. But then there's a point, and I was taking some damn beautiful photos with my bloody phone. Like, I have SLRs, I don't have DSLRs, and film is very, like, ridiculously expensive to develop and then digitize. So, anyway, that's, whole other story. So I'm thinking, well, I'll just, have an iPhone that's more pro, so why not just explore how to use that? Just start there. And I was like, damn, I'm taking some good photos, and, I increased my account by 20,000 followers in 6 months. Oh my God. This is how I did it. I was posting every day. I did a reel every day. Well, before reels, I was just posting 1, 2, photos a day. And I was sick of putting captions. So I would just like put a poem. And I'm like, oh, I guess that's what I'm doing. Like nature poems nature poems with nature photos, or random poems or spiritual poems or whatever. And I'm realizing this is up in my nose. This is the eeriest, weirdest fucking video ever. Who watches this? I do. Anyway, so and then I was putting these photos out. And I think I maybe increased like 10 followers in a year of doing that. And I think maybe because there was just a belief that if I'm having fun, that the followers won't come. But why do I need followers? Because I want people to see what I'm doing and maybe be moved by them. And I don't know. It's a really good question. Because it really does disturb me, right? Because I guess when I was like, oh, well, this is my highest excitement, so then I want money from it. But I think this is kind of something I've thought about, obviously, a lot, but to articulate in this way, it's kind of revealing for me, too, which is, and Paul Selig said this, too, in a talk about, well, how do we align with our higher self? Like, how do we really know what we want and who we are? And a really easy way to know if you're in alignment with the will of the ego, or the lower self, or the small self, or the will of your higher self, and something that's really expanding you. That's because what's happening is, you probably all know, like, shit's going down in flames. Like, we cannot operate how we have been, like, from a place of, like, basically indentured servitude and slave labor, and paying people in India fucking 5 cents an hour, or whatever the fuck, or Bangladesh, and isn't that India? Sorry. I'm American. I don't know geography. This preying, and like the news media, like preying upon people's base fears to get, followers and whatever. Like how, almost like how I was just posting I started to do these reels that feel so, I mean, they're not it's not like they're not awful, but it's like I feel like I'm really just doing it to get followers so that people then will see the fact that I can offer this beautiful coaching praxis and way of working with your soul that's so nurturing and so artistic and so beautiful and creative and amazing and like radically shifted not just my life. Anyone who does this work is like immediately like, what the fuck, I had no idea this is what it was. It's called dream tending and deep imagination work. I mean, it's like I want everyone to know about it. I want to, it's like, why don't I have a book schedule of like at least 2-3 clients every single day of the week, you know? But again, the question Paul Selleck said, it's so simple, is why? That's it. If you want to do something, why do I want to do it? Right? If I want more followers, why? And if it's from fear at all, then that's not why you do it. You're aligned with the wrong self. And it is not sustainable. Now, in the past, we've been able to kind of hack it and like be in that whatever, that shit 9 to 5 and in the do things like, oh, I'm going to create a company because I don't want to be broke, because I want to prove that I'm right and my father's wrong, or, that money can't grow on trees. Like you want to, the fact that, money can come from fucking anywhere or whatever. Yeah, that's just so. But if you're doing it like, no, I got to prove that I'm right and they're wrong. It's like, or that I was bullied as a kid and now I'm going to show them, I was the ugly girl, now I'm going to be the pretty girl. Like, this isn't an 80s rom-com any fucking more. Like, we've evolved and we're evolving at a fucking exponential pace now, like every minute of every day now. So, it's changing. Who the hell wants to watch these videos? I'm asking myself. This is like the creepiest fucking weird video ever. But I just want to get this shit out there. If it's on my mind and my heart moving through, you need to know about it. Do you? Let me know in the comments. Like if you like this. Unlike it if you don't. Hell yeah. I like it either way. Subscribe. Proof that show me that when I admit that, oh fuck, I'm doing it for the money. But there's no shame in that too. We do need our needs met. But is it my highest excitement? Am I doing it because I want money, or I'm doing it because it really does excite me? I don't know. I realized I beat around the bush. That really, I wanted the YouTube channel so that people would know how beautiful this work is that I'm doing. But I can't just I've not really been able to record a video just specifically on this extraordinary thing I know how to do. And who maybe I am and why I'm here in this human form to help folks. Book me and find out. I don't know. Shit. Alright. From creepy clown like me to you, the sun's finally starting to rise. That's fun. Have a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I love you. You are loved. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Right? I need like a trade-off, like a trade-off. A trademark way to sign off. See how my brain works? And this is my brain first thing in the morning, wide awake. I still think this is your brain on no coffee. Right? This is what happens to your brain when there's no coffee. Like the eggs crack, right? And the griddle, right? Like that drugs commercial from the fucking 80s or 90s or whatever. Right? This is your brain on no coffee. Any questions? Why are you doing that, kid? I learned it from watching you, Mom. Oh my God. God, I've lost my mind. Bye. That's all she wrote.